What's good? What's good? What's good? Jay Bird, what's going on, man? Aaron Parker, what's happening? Duke, what's good, my man? Y'all hit the like button on the way in the door or the dislike button. If you don't like it, doesn't matter to me. Just hit something. Let's get some engagement. Land of the 216, what's happening with you, man? Nino Brown's boxing. DMV in the building. Pierre Gale, what's going on? Adari T, what's going on? Jay Cooley, what's happening? David Scott III, what's going on? Shadow 9. Drew Titan, what's going on, man? Bronx on deck. B&B Boxing, what's happening? Tino B, what's good? Drew Titan, what's going on? He said deck, damn it. What'd you say? Oh, that's all right. You said bronze on Dell, man. We know it. I know what you meant, man. What's going on, Ivan? What's going on, Ivan Garcia? Jeff, the producer, Tunnel Vision said Wilder is the face and Spence is right behind him. Yeah, man, I don't see how anybody, if there is a face of boxing, I think that it has to be Deontay Wilder because nobody else is being seen. My logic is you can't be the face of boxing if nobody sees you. The face got to be what is seen, right? Isn't that what you look at when you walk up to somebody? If boxing was a body and just a person and the face be the person that you see when you look at it. You can't, what's going on, the agitator? You can't say it's Canelo Alvarez because nobody sees him. He's fighting in a shoebox. You know what I mean? How can you be the face of boxing when very few people watch your fights? Can't be it. Lomachenko can't be the face of boxing because not very many people watch his fights. But when you have 2.2 million people watch you, which is more than anybody else has had put on there, has had watched them on a show this year, it must be Deontay Wilder. Exactly, common sense, man. What's going on, Triple D Texas? What's happening? Drew Titan, let me be clear. Wilder claps a prime Mike Tyson. Man, people that don't think that he has a chance to win that, it's tough. Nah, man, Canelo can't be the face of boxing. Nobody watches him fight. Canelo Alvarez fights in the shoebox, man. How can that be? Yeah, Jose de Jesus, the zone and Golden Boy hurting Canelo's career. Yeah, as far as his visibility, man, he had 400 in the biggest fight that he's had in the last 2 years is 1 million people. What is 1 million people watched him, I guess, against Gennady Golovkin? 2. I don't think that was not on the zone. That was on HBO, man. But that was what, 3 fights ago? Hey, man, it's a what have you done for me lately type of situation. What's going on for him? Sator, what's good, man? Cherry picking. Oh, man, I forgot to give you the gong, man. Much love in that super chat, man. The zone, yep, the zone. I mean, of course, they're hurting everybody's career. If they go out, if they're gone, I don't know what they're going to do, man. I don't know what they're going to, I mean, what are they going to do? Canelo's stock dropped since he's been on the zone. I don't care about this. This is the first Canelo fight. Well, actually, man, I had to be reminded that he was fighting this weekend. They're fighting. This is a fight that really, who cares about? Who cares? Did anybody ask for this fight? Anybody intrigued, really intrigued by this fight? This fight is kind of like a who cares? You know, it's got 2 recognizable names, but this is like, I mean, this fight would have been, I mean, maybe if this was HBO in 2016, if this was HBO and it was 2016, it was 2017, hey, man, this would be a big deal. If this is an HBO 2017 type of fight. Fanon, Devin Haney has his own Boudini Brown. Who is that? Who's Devin Haney's Boudini Brown? Jay Cooley said, damn, Canelo, I hope he lose. I'm praying he loses. Nah, I don't count on it, man. I think that what 78 Sports TV and Black Fight Fan TV said at the end of their live stream, I think that has some real merit to it. It very well might be a fixed fight. I don't usually like what's going on, pugilism and politics. What's good, man? Yeah, I think there's definitely a hold on one second. There's definitely a potential for that. Because it just doesn't make, like, who cares? You know? King Louis the second box that I've been saying it all week, man. I gotta check out. I haven't been able to check out your live streams this week. But if you've been saying it, then hey man, you guys are opening my eyes to it, because I don't think that you can ignore the fact that there's fights that are fixed in boxing. Clearly there are fights that are fixed in different ways too. With the matchups, like where you know the guy can't win the fight, but they're acting like you can. Ricardo said, Viva Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. I'm not sure of his name, but he always in the gym with Devin, providing that energy. That's what's up. Yeah, I got to check it out. I haven't really been able to watch. I know that there's some gym footage of Devin Haney out there. I haven't checked it out soon. The agitator, Cinnamon is going to lose, in my humble opinion, but I can see that fix could be in. Well, if you're talking about the scorecard fix is going to be in. You don't have to worry about that. The scorecard fix is about to be in. What's going on, Juniper? What's going on, Juniper B? Juniper B? Jupiter. God dang it, I've been mispronounced. Jupiter B. What's going on, Jupiter B? Yeah, man, and with the scorecards, you know that's going to be the situation. Jimmy Bernard, what's good? What's good with you, man? I'm chilling. Sitting here talking this boxing stuff, man, on a Friday, sitting back with a cup of coffee. Got some videos that I'm going to put out later. I got some videos I did earlier this morning I'm going to put up in the afternoon. That's it. Go work out later on today. Looking forward to the Kovalev. I'm going to call the Kovalev Sergey Kovalev Canelo fight tomorrow. I guess the fight that I'm looking forward to the most on that card though is Ryan Garcia Duno. Because hey man, I'm gonna laugh if Ryan Garcia gets beat. I think Duno's a good matchup for him. I watched Duno. It's gonna be a pressure fighter on Ryan Garcia. And we're gonna see if that chin that he sticks straight up in the air can take it or not. Ivy Webb, what's going on, my lady? Agitator said, thank you for your constructive efforts. Yeah, man, I have, I'm trying to be constructive. I did he said new segment idea. Coffee with Fanon. I like that. And somebody won't steal my fucking name now. Thank you. I'll do that. I will do that. Because, man, I did this shit. Dude, y'all don't remember this. But, man, I used to be like Fanon, lunch boxing talk with Fanon. That's used to be the channel. But, dude, this motherfucker used to come right behind me every time. And every fucking thing I did, this dude named this shit the same thing. I'm so fucking glad that motherfucker's gone. God, dog. I had to change the name of my show like 4 fucking times because every time I put my name on a title, every time I named it was Fanon Boxing Talk. Then shit would come right behind it with the same fucking name. The shit it was just driving me nuts. So I was just like, fuck it, I can't even use the name anymore. I was like, man, because every time I would use the name, somebody would use the same name. The shit was driving me nuts. Sorry, man, as you can see, that shit still got me pissed off. Thank you, Cajun Entrepreneurs. Love the energy he brings. What's Cajun Entrepreneur? What's Cajun Entrepreneur at? What's going on, man? He said the Nevada State Athletic Commission allows Canelo to load his gloves. All his fights are fixed. I mean, I'll tell you, man, they got them refs on his side. That's for damn sure. He said, Dirkland James said, Canelo leads his gloves, uses PEDs, and has the judges in his payroll. Yeah, but as far as the constructive stuff, dude, hey, I got a couple Patreon videos that I just made public, man. Go listen to them. Because it is about being constructive, man. Trying to be constructive in everything you do, you say, and you think. And they're very important, man. I'm telling you, man, it will really add value and structure to your life. It really, really will. I can attest to that personally. So when you say thank you for being constructive, I take that as a very, very big compliment because I was not always like that, man. I used to waste a lot of time, waste a lot of energy. waste a lot of time, waste a lot of energy. And life is about I think being efficient in life is about simplicity. It's not about complicating shit. Complication is confusion. And if you can get your approach to life to be down to like a sentence or two, and you live with that on a regular basis, I'm telling you, will be way, way, way more productive in your life. And that's what I've been doing. Like I've done I've done videos, Patrons every day this week, and I'm going to continue to do them on a day-to-day basis. And you'll hear that theme going through every topic that I talk about. Because I don't think that there's a better gift that you can give somebody than to give them the basics. You know what I mean? And then from the basics, you can expand upon that. You can expand upon the basics. But there's nothing more important in life than having a simple, succinct approach to life and being constructive in what you do, you say, and you think is going to provide benefits. A lot of people want to give you things that are really complicated and try to, that's not what's going to help. You need the kernel, man. You need the kernel of the truth. Armand Rice, salute to you as well, man. Said Roy Jones did a segment of Canelo stacking his hand wraps, and he had to re-wrap his gloves in New York when he fought Rocky Fielding because he wraps his gloves this way. Oh, no doubt about it, man. Said thanks, Jeff, the producer. Said your Patreon is gold. Lots of applicable game. Thanks. Thank you, man. Leave a comment on the Patreon, man, because I know people watch the Patreon videos, but when I do them, man, I would really love to have like more back and forth discussions about them. But it really is nuts and bolts and right to you, man. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, it really, really is. Super sexy, bad. Estrada has a tough fight. Who's super sexy? Sexy, super bad? What the fuck? What? What's that? Who is that? What's going on, Cooley? But thanks, Jeff, the producer. I really appreciate you saying that, man. Without the truth, you will be confused and deceived. Exactly. Much love, Justin March. Oh, he said it's a woman. Thank you. I had my mind on what? You talking about like Juan Carlos Estrada? What the hell you calling him sexy for, man? Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Don't make me read that. Thank you. See, she ain't hot. Oh, she ain't that hot. Hey, man. Sexy ain't in the looks, man. Sexy's the way you behave. You know what I mean? Sexy is the way that you behave. Nino Brown said more Patreon interaction will do. Thank you, man. Because I know you guys are watching. I really appreciate it. But I'm doing the shit daily now. I mean, it's not going. You're gonna hit that shit's gonna hit your. It's gonna Monday through Friday. I'm doing Patreon uploads every day. It said, hey, man, sexy is about how you behave, man. It ain't about how you look. You know what I mean? Really and truly. Because I can't say who this is because I don't want to sound like I'm crazy, but not crazy, but I got to check her age. Like now she's over 21, so I can say it. I saw an interview with you remember that before there was Simone Biles, there was another black gymnast. Like they used to make fun of her all the time because of her hair looked different ways. But she did an interview. She's over 21 now, so I can say this. Okay. Gabby Douglas. She's older now. So I can say this because this is when I saw her now that she's like 22 or 23. Dog, that chick's sexy. The way that she did this interview when she was talking, I was like, oh, yeah, she's sexy. Like the way she interacts. The way that she talks, that chick has sex appeal. She ain't the prettiest. I mean, she's a pretty girl, but the way she behaves, big time. Say Gabby is a bad girl for real. Yeah, dude. Oh, Dominic Dawes or Gabby? Dominic Dawes, because Dominic Dawes, she's closer to my age. She's closer to my age. I felt bad even saying that about Gabby Douglas, because I remember Gabby Douglas as a young girl. You know what I mean? It was an interview with Kevin. What's the name of the comedian? The little short comedian that just hurt his back. Kevin, what the fuck? What is his name? I'm really bad with this dude's name. Kevin Hart. She did like a hot tub. It was like he got in an ice. They jumped in an ice bath. So he was in one ice bath. She was in another ice bath, and she called him a punk, man. Told him a punk to get into the ice bath. Just look at how just look how she talks to him and like her facial expressions. That chick is, I was like, oh, okay. That chick has sex appeal, dude. Ivan Garcia said, much love, man, for holding down the channel, dog. Said, Fanon, I find intelligent, sexy women. Oh, no doubt about it, dog. No doubt about it. Like the people that I think are sexy, y'all, I'm like, God, dog, who is a good example of really intelligent? Like, this is kind of corny, but Alexander, the girl that wrote the new Jim Crow, the woman that wrote the what's her name? Michelle Alexander. Yeah, Michelle Alexander can get it, dog. Michelle Alexander can get it, dude. Oh, Fanon, how many catch weight fights did Canelo have? 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Yeah, Layla Ali's a big chick, dude. I sat within like not too far from her at a fight. Man, that's a big girl, man. That's a big girl. Yeah, she can definitely get it too. Yeah, Layla Rashawn, no doubt about it. What's her name? That little Mexican chick, who was in Wild Wild West. Salima, what's that? Selma Hayek, like Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek's like that. How you box? I ain't never seen no woman in a boxing ring look sexy in the boxing ring, especially with them big ass trunks. Now that's what they need to do. They need to make an adjustment to women's boxing and go ahead and just wear some, like wear tights, fighting like full length tights. That would improve the eye candy version of boxing, dog, and your ratings will go up. Okay, yeah, Ronda Rousey. Hey, I'll tell you who's not. What's her face? Nunez. Now on the Nunez. Angela Rye. Yeah, Angela Rye. Yeah, I guess. I haven't paid attention to her enough. I know y'all don't like this, but what's the girl's name? The woman that's running for president. They went to Howard. Y'all bugging, dog. Her sister can get it, dude. Her sister can double, triple get it. If you ain't seen her sister, look at her sister. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris' sister. All day, dog. Hey, Tony Oswald, much love in that super chat, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. I refuse to answer any Clarissa Shield questions. Okay? Because whose tube is this mine has not come back to my channel since I did my videos about Clarissa Shields and that damn Clarissa Shields. Hell no. Hell no. Cyborg. Hey, Cyborg is not attractive at all, but the way she acts, if she was slightly more attractive, she would be sexy. She got some game to her. But I lost whose tube is in mine off my channel, dog. I ain't trying to hear nothing about Clarissa Shields no fucking more. Okay? Hell no. You niggas nuts about that chick. I'm done. Naomi King, sexy and intelligent. Clarissa Shield, bad from the neck down. Yeah, I mean, she got pretty skin. She's got pretty skin. Fake hair throws me. That's why I mean not Clarissa Shields. Because she got to come up off that hair. If she came up off that hair, then I'd be like, okay, maybe I could look at it a little differently. But all that shit, hell no. I don't believe fake hair is sexy at all. Like, that shit is no. I would rather have shit. I'll tell you who's sexy as 4 motherfuckers. Lupita. Whatever Lupita's last name is, Lupita is the shit. Dude, Lupita is top notch, dog. That's a dime. Right there, dog. That's a triple dime. Okay? Nyong'o, yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy with her, dude. Lupita, I felt guilty. You remember, do you see that show? You saw the movie 12 Years a Slave? Dog, I had some guilty pleasure in that movie. I had some guilty pleasure, dog, because I was like, wow, Why you gonna put her up on that? Why you gonna put her up on that whipping post like that? But then I was like, oh shit. Damn. Why are you gonna not like that? Not like that. Not like that, dog. Not like that. Yeah, dude. She don't. Yeah, Sanaa Lathan for sure. Sanaa Lathan. Absolutely. Fanon was a savage watching Mo. Hell yeah, dog. That was fucked up. Excuse my language, man, but I felt so bad, dog. I felt so bad. Because I was like, oh my God. But I never watched it twice. Okay? I never watched that movie twice. I never saw that scene twice out of honor, in honor of our ancestors that were beaten half silly. Okay? I never did. Okay, I never watched it again, dog. I never watched it again. Halle Berry is sexy too. Yeah, she is, but she got crazy. Crazy. Yo, Nona Gay, yeah, from the Nona Gay from The Matrix, right? That was the chick in The Matrix. Yeah, she's a bad chick. What's going on, Stanley Brown? Simone Biles, too young. At this point, too young. Let me know when she hits 24, I'll say something about it. She got to get over 24 before I say something about it. She's still like in a little kids thing, but she got beautiful skin. She's got beautiful skin. Remember Nandy? Yeah. Kerry Washington, yep. For now, you know Alicia Bumgardner. She fights at 130. She got signed by 3 Kings. That's what's up. Curtis Anderson, much love in that super chat, man. Thank you for the support, man. And we'll be on OG Boxing Talk this Sunday morning. And Blood Boxing sent me the I gotta look at that. The agenda for OG Boxing Talk the Blood Boxing sent. Ashley Curry, nah. Aisha Curry, nah. She complained too fucking much. I'm straight. She gonna divorce Stephen Curry, dude. Stephen Curry get out the lead, she's gonna take that dude. Nah, she gonna take that dude. Jay Cooley, Mr. Super Chat, my bad. Jay Cooley said, WWE, yes, right, has the sexiest women they do. They got them steroid-induced booties. And they show them right. They got booties on steroids. They got them Brazilian steroid booties. Yep, they do. Yes, sir. Yeah. Skylar Diggins is a bad chick too. Yeah. What's her name is sexy, but she's too damn big. Candace Parker, she's sexy, but she's just too big. Like, she's just too big. I'll tell you who ain't. I'll tell you who's not. Brittany, what's that girl's name? Is it Griner? What's that big old man looking chick, 6'8" chick dunking, the man looking chick? Ooh, Lord, ain't nothing about that. Ain't nothing about that, right? Said Alexis Bless, Naomi, woo, what's that? Yeah, but Skylar Diggins is a bad chick. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pam Grier old now, but she was. You know the baddest? Y'all don't remember Tracy Reed. Yeah, you have to put yourself to be real old school to remember Tracy Reed. What's going on, Thomas Moreland? Oh, he said you saw Candace Parker Monday at the Hawks game. Yeah, she's sexy. She's just so big. She's just so like, what is she, 6'4" or 6'6"? But just everything, even on TV, she looks long. But I can make it work. I can make it work. I can make it work now. Climb up, climb down. Megan Good. Yeah, Megan Good. Oh, Thelma's classic. Yay, Thelma. But let's get on this boxing talk, man. We went off there for a little while. Angela Bassett, fake hair. I can't do the fake hair. Fake hair is an immediately no for me. Fake hair is a no for me. No. Can't do it. Yeah, Tracy Ellis Reed, but she just ain't very attractive. She got a lot of donkey though. She toting a lot. Jay Cooley said the mother of dragons. The Game of Thrones. She's cute smile. But no need. I don't really do the extreme European look. I'm all right on all that, dog. I'm all right on all that. The bond. You tripping? Angela's class. What? Did you see that little sexy super bad Estrada? I gotta see her. I haven't seen her yet, man. And I haven't seen Galore from the first Bond film. I don't remember that. I'm sure I saw it. Ivan Garcia for now. What do you think about Wendy Williams? Nothing, as little as possible. She was cute. Wendy Williams, isn't Wendy Williams the girl? Is she the one that does like the talk show? Wendy Williams. She was cute before she got all that plastic surgery. But nah, man, she run her mouth too much. Whatever. Nah, I'm straight. Real straight on that. You can have it. Hey, knock yourself out with it. Oh, man. Hey, happy 27th birthday on Sunday, Mahari Nation. Shout out. Yeah, I ain't dealing with none on all that, dog. Nah on all that. And on all that, pretty much. Nah, she looked like a chick fighting quad. She looked like a woman. She just got too much surgery. Too much makeup. I don't believe that you could take the hair out and take the makeup off and, all good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, too much. Just too much. Oh, Jada Pinkett, for real. Yeah, she got a lot of surgery too now, though. When she was young, because she's my age. When she was young, she was really, really pretty. Real nice, dude. But then she got all that plastic surgery, man, and she got all that shit filled in. She don't even look the same, man. She don't look the same anymore. But her personality, real cool. Seems real cool. Damn, you talking about you bringing up porn stars and shit. I'm straight on all them. Hell no, I'm good. Demario Washington. For now, I was catching ES News Live at Canelo Kovalev. Virgil has a fight, the 13th opponent, wild opponent. What about the young man? He's a good fighter, man. Black Fight Fan TV is really big on Virgil Ortiz. I'm looking forward to Virgil Ortiz later down the road. Meeting up with Jerron Ennis. I think that'll be a great fight. Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Ennis. What's going on? Stephen Lamont Hawkins said, for non-international boxing, Jada in the movie Jason. Look, that's when I met her. I met her at the premiere at an after party to the premiere of Jason Lyric. That's where I actually met her. And yeah, man, she was the nicest person. Very, very pretty. Like, just, yeah, dude, little chick, just real nice, man. Real nice. Real nice. Like, yeah, I could have got with that, dog. I could have got with that. Like, little itty bitty chick, too. He's a little tight, right? I'm not sure what you mean. Punchlines and pugilism, man. Me and my wife argue about Jada all the time. She looks nothing like Jason's Lyric or low down dirty shame Jada. Nah, man, because she's got all that. She got collagen. She's had operations, man. She had too much money. That's just the downside of having too much money. You figure like you're just gonna fix some shit to keep staying younger and not looking older. Ain't gonna work, dog. You're gonna wind up looking like you're gonna wind up looking like a doll or some shit. Face fillers. Just let that shit go, dude. She said, I'm from New Orleans. ND got your live stream as an alarm. That's what's up. Low down, dirty shame Jada. She had the jogging fit. Yeah, she's just a bad chick. She seems to me to be a really good person, nice person. That's what I thought of her. I've seen badder chicks now, that aren't famous, Underground Asylum. Much love in that super chat, man. Salute for 9, Scholar, the teacher, the real OG. Respect to you, bro. Thank you, man. Respect to you as well. Yeah. Oh, you must be running along. Sally Richardson's a bad chick. Sally Richardson's the type of chick that I always wanted and never really ran into. And I had one opportunity with a girl that looked like Sally Richardson, and it was just so not meant to be. Like, so not meant to be. That shit. I'm a happily married dude, but I swear to goodness, there's this girl in New Orleans, look very similar to that Sally Richardson style, like the red Indian, look like a Pocahontas, right? Just real, like goldish brown skin and real straight black, just real black straight hair, and was just a bad chick. And dog, I got with her maybe like a week before I was going to law school, dude. A week before I was going to law school. I had been in New Orleans for years. And the week before I'm about to go to DC, that's when I met the chick. And then I was like, damn, I don't want to go. I was like, why now, dude? Why now? I've been trying to catch something like this for years. Because them chicks is like off the, man, dude, just off the chart. That shit was off the chart, bad dog. That was like a 12. That shit was a 12. Oh, that shit was a 12, dog. Your boy Fanon had it, dog. I'm telling you, I had it. I had the one because, you know how some people like collect cars and, dog, I used to like try to collect dime pieces. Like, I just wanted a chick that was better than every fucking body that you've ever had. Okay? And I had it. I had the top notch, dog. I was sitting there in a bar, dude. I was sitting in a bar in New Orleans just looking at this chick like, and she was like, can you do me a favor? Dude, look at this shit. She was like, can you do me a favor? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, what is it? She's like, can I kiss you? And I was like, nigga, my heart said, oh, fuck. Yeah. So, but that shit popped off. Dog, that shit popped off a week before I went to DC. Do you know I was going to be the baddest nigga on earth? I had a Prince style chick. I had some shit like some Apollonia 6 vanity type of shit just sitting on a plate. Damn, dog, I was going to make babies out of that, dog. I was going to make babies out of that. I thought immediately, like, that evening, I was like, you know, damn, dog, I know I ain't married, but shit, I should just, hey, that's the first time I ever thought I need to put it. Hey, I might put a biscuit in, I might put something in the oven here, dog, just in case. Shit, I might just do this I got to do this for the family, homie. I got to do this for the family. No, hey, no, my wife here. She be all right. She be all right. Dog, I was the dime collector, dude. That was my thing. That was like, dude, because this is the thing, man. He said right before law school, dude. I got, dude, because I took a semester off I took a year off between college and law school. So I was in New Orleans working. And dude, it was like I had seen the chick a couple times. He said, this chick, Bianca, dog, let me tell you, man. The name was something like, let me tell you if y'all from Louisiana, you know what this is. The shit was similar to Jacqueline Gaucher. The last name was it was like Gaucher. It was one of them. It was a Gaucher. You know, a name that ended with EAUX. Dog, let me try to tell you, dog. So that's why I'm trying to train my son, dog. I've been trying to train my son. Like, look, and here's a goal for y'all, okay? This is a Patreon suggestion. Actually, dude, I'm going to do a Patreon video about this. But I tell you dudes, man, I'm telling you this. Dude, if you really want to have a badass chick, that's all you can holler at. That's all was she Creole? Super. Man, her breath smelled like etouffee. Woo. Breath smelled like etouffee, dog. And dog, for y'all color struck Negroes out there, the pencil would just drop straight down. You just put the pencil, the pencil test, it just dropped straight down, dog. They said Fanon wanted to change the name of International Boxing. Hey, I swear it was a rap. Dog, if I was there, it was going to be a rap, homie. That shit made me sick. I didn't go to, dog, right that day, I was like, God, dog, I should have went to fucking Loyola. I was like, damn it, I should have went to Loyola. Because I could have went to law school in New Orleans, but I was like, I'm going to go to DC. Man, I should have been like, I'll stay here, dog. Nah, you're faking that channel name today, dude. So we don't believe you. You got your shine yesterday, homie. You got your shine yesterday, troll. Not today. Today we having fun on the chat. Sorry, you did it yesterday. Doesn't work twice. Please explain your scoring system's example. She's a DC 8. She's a New Orleans 9. Oh yeah. All right. So there's different types of chicks, different places. Okay. In America. All right. This is the connoisseur, dime piece connoisseur 101, okay? Dime piece 101. There are different types of bad chicks. So, for example, Chicago is basically, right up the Mississippi River. You take, basically, people migrated from Mississippi up to Chicago. So you have a certain type of chick in Chicago. Chicago women are a lot of times they're like, brown, you get beautiful brown skin, dark skin women in Chicago. A lot of really, really beautiful women. New Orleans, though, in Louisiana, they have like the Halle Berry type, that like their dime piece. If somebody is a 10 in New Orleans and they go to Chicago, right, they'll be like a 12 because they just don't have as many fucking ridiculously bad chicks. And I love Chicago, but they just don't have as many bad, super bad, just you see them from a mile off, like god dang type of bad chicks in Chicago. They just got like, they have a bunch of really, really pretty women. So if somebody is an 8 in New Orleans, they go to Chicago. If they go to Chicago, they're going to be a 10. They're going to stand out like, damn, where the fuck this shit come from? So like, perfect example of a Chicago dime is like, maybe, what's this chick like? Angela Bassett is like a Chicago dime. I would say that Gabby, what's Gabby's name? The chick, perfect example. Dwayne Wade's wife, Gabrielle Union, that's a Chicago dime. That's a Chicago dime. You'll find that. That's a Chicago dime right there. In New Orleans, a New Orleans dime, if they go up there, the shit is, them motherfuckers don't know what to do with themselves. True story. There's this girl, and people know this woman know who I'm talking about on the chat. But she was the daughter of a former mayor of New Orleans. In New Orleans, you could holler at her. You could walk up to a party with her. You could be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Da, 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 and have a good conversation with her. No doubt about it. Oh, no doubt about it. Right? Nothing super exceptional. A pretty girl, but nothing super exceptional. When she went to Chicago, when she was in Chicago, dude, a nigga will shoot you for speaking to her. Like, I had dudes, I knew her, and these dudes acted like they just wanted to fucking beat your ass. Like, what the fuck? Hey, back up. You know what I'm saying? Back up. Do not talk to her. I was like, wow, dog, you're bugging. Is it that serious? So the baddest chicks in America, and black women in my opinion, come from Louisiana. And you can get them all shapes, colors, everything you want, but they're just the baddest chicks. Followed my opinion, DMV, Atlanta, and all those got really, really nice, pretty women, but they don't really have that. They just don't have Halle Berrys floating around all over the damn place. Like, they don't have Halle Berrys floating, like they don't have. Yeah. So anyway, Dallas, yeah. Dallas is okay on the chicks. You'll find a bad chick every once in a while. Every here or there, here or there, you'll see them. Just not all. They're just not prevalent in Dallas. They're okay in Dallas. They're just not prevalent. You know what I mean? You ain't going to find hardly none in Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska might have 2 dime pieces in the whole fucking state. Okay? You just ain't going to find them. That's my point, man. It's just New Orleans used to be a different country. Right, because it was before the Louisiana Purchase. It was owned by it was a property of France. So there was a lot of there's just a lot of it was a port too. So a lot of French, a lot of Native Americans, like Native Americans, a lot of Africans, and you just get this real unique mix of a whole bunch of badass chicks up in that joint. Yeah, salute the women of Louisiana Tech University. Man, you know it is Louisiana Tech. But anyway, man, but everybody got their preferences, and you just go to different places in New Orleans. You got to go to different places to get really different type of women you really like. If you really want something that is like super dime pieces. So if you really want like a real beautiful chocolate woman, like this type chocolate, beautiful, damn near perfect, go to Mississippi. Mississippi is where you will find that. You will find no better place for beautiful, super chocolate women than Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, Mississippi. That particular place in Mississippi, go there. That's my personal belief. Okay. That's where you go for that. Okay. If you want you want some basketball players, you want to breed a basketball player or a football player, take your ass to Chicago. Going over to the South Side, you find you a stallion out in that mug. You know what I'm saying? Alabama too. But see, I haven't been everywhere like that. I'm just telling you where when I was scheming, that's where I would go. So the most beautiful women are in LA, Louisiana, Mississippi. Yeah. That combination, because you get the chocolate right above Louisiana in Mississippi, and you can get everything else in Louisiana. And they know how to cook, and they got fucking common sense, and they're not super arrogant. Like the women, my impression of the people from Louisiana are where the booty at though? Chicago. Bar none. Nobody beats us. Nobody beats Chicago in the big old booty category. Okay? Because it's winter. Winters are cold, and that's when it grows. Okay? That's when it grows. Because it's winter. Remember that. It's winter. So you're not running around all over the place. You're stuck inside for large periods of time. And that's where all the juices and the jingles, that's where it just ferments from around September through maybe April. You know, that's when it starts to get everything right, dog. I'm just trying to tell you. That's Chicago. That's Chicago. They said, but Beyonce is a common face in New Orleans. Absolutely. There's nothing really exceptional about Beyonce. Not in that area. Atlanta's overrated. And plus you can't trust it. Number one, Atlanta is overrated for women. A lot of nines, a lot of eights, a lot of nines. Plenty of eights and nines, homie. Plenty of them. But I was telling you, dude, that this is my theory, dude. Yeah, it's overrated, dude. It's overrated. Way overrated. This is my theory. First of all, if you really want a dime piece, that's all you can holler at. Okay? That's all you should holler at. You got to be selective. You can't just be running around with any old boo-boo to fucking fool chick and then think you're going to get a dime too. It don't work like that because they will see who you're with. See, you got to understand, they birds of a feather flock together. And them chicks know. Hold on, dog. He fucking with that broad? What's wrong? Oh, he must not be all that. Fucking with her? He must not be all that. He must not be all that. Her? That's who you with? Oh, but a dude that ain't that, because dude, I ain't the best looking dude in the world, as you can see. Okay? You not out here looking at, you don't see that. This ain't Shamar Moore looking at you. Okay? This ain't whatever Tyson Bedford. I ain't that dude. But what I did was I never fucked around with somebody that wasn't a dime. And if I had to, I would do it in secret. Okay, somewhere else. But you was never going to catch me with something that was short and something looking nice. Because you got, and even friends, like even if you can't get with a badass chick, you got to befriend one. Because from a distance, they don't know if you with her or not. They just know that she's there laughing with you, joking with you, whatever. You're cool with them. So you must be the type of dude that is worth a dime piece talking to. But if you out there with booger bears, scabby broads, dog, that's what they're going to think you worthy of, a scabby ass broad. You know what I mean? It's kind of like 78 explained something to me one time. He was like, hey man, you know, you got to dress nice because people are attracted to people that look successful, right? I thought it was a valuable lesson. I like 78. I learned things from 78. He said you got to dress nice because that's what people want to be around. People who are successful. If you want bad chicks, you got to be around other ones. Otherwise, they're gonna be like, nah, get the fuck out of here. So as a result, I made sure I always did it. Cats that didn't do that always wound up with booger bears. They're gonna have 3 booger bears, might look up on something nice. It wasn't worth my time, dog. Beautiful women are the coolest ladies I've known. Yeah, because most times people won't even approach them. But then, hey, man, you got to have some confidence to do it, because I've blown it on a couple of occasions I've actually kind of floated up where I really believe that I didn't belong there. Like, I don't really think I belong with her. She's a little extra. You know what I mean? She's a little extra, and it fucked it up. I shouldn't have thought that way. Absolutely, 78 sure does have a wealth of wisdom. But my opinion, my advice to you is, dog, just don't ever date women that you don't think are too good for you. If they should be borderline too good for you. Like, you feel like, if you feel like you're slumming, you really are slumming. If you feel whatever your definition is. Now, not everybody has to have the same definition, right? Whatever your dime piece is, whatever you think is the perfect woman, dude, you should go for that. And that's what you should go for every time. Whatever it is. I'm not saying what I like might be different than what you like. But whatever you like, go for what you like and keep going for what you like. And then the odds are in your favor. Dudes play odds with women all the time. Like the dude that'll talk to every woman in the club because he feels that sooner or later he's going to get one. I mean, damn, all you got to do is it's like hunting. You got a 10% success rate. Okay, you're going to have what? A 10% success rate? Like 1 out of the 10 women you want to talk to, you're going to be able to get with, right? But dudes will do that shit. If they 10 all a bunch of chicks you don't want, then you're going to wind up getting one you don't want. The same thing works with women that you really like. Somebody that you really think like, yeah, that could be it. Do the same thing. Find 10 of them. And over time, try to work and try to figure out, and eventually you're going to get one of them. I mean, unless you're a complete fuck up, you're going to get one of them. And even if you are a complete fuck up and your success ratio drops to 10%, if it drops to 5, shit, you got to find 50. But eventually you'll get one that lucks up and that you luck up and she gives you a chance. And if you take advantage of that chance, you'll be cool. If you take advantage, you know what I mean? Take advantage, man. Take advantage. Ivan Garcia, I got that notebook taking notes. Tales from the OG. Yes, sir. But now, did you notice the women in South Africa? Yeah, man, they got a lot of really. You talking about like the Africans? Like, I didn't see a lot of I didn't see a lot of the Africans. I saw some because I was in South Africa on my honeymoon, so I wasn't really, I was otherwise, and I wasn't looking at nobody but my wife at that point, really. But I did see they got those crazy ass, dangerous Malaysian type chicks there. They are really, really, really pretty. But my understanding is they are really, really, really will stick your ass up. So I was like, it was like the women that look real. Like, I can't say that I met a lot of Africans. I didn't meet, because it was still close enough to apartheid where shit was real segregated. Hell yeah, every dog got his day. So make sure you shoot for the right one. Don't waste your bullets, homie, on something that you don't even believe is worth your time. You know what I mean? Dark Truth said, OG, this content needs its own platform, YouTube or Patreon. I'll do one on Patreon in more detail about it. I'm big on hair and bodies, and she gotta have good teeth. Yeah, man. Hey, so like my wife likes teeth. Who would have known? Like, my wife liked my nose and liked my teeth. Because I don't have, I got one little tooth went a little bit crooked, but I didn't need braces. My teeth grew in straight. Thank you. But it's just you'll be interested, man. But be about your business. Be about your business, and so that you can find the type of person somebody that you want would want you back, right? And it ain't about looks at all. And I don't think it's about looks at all. More than it is about hygiene, hygiene, presentation, and the ability to be constructive in somebody else's life. You know what I mean? So like, either you got your own business, you're earning, you're something where you can bring value to their life and put yourself in the position where you can be an asset to somebody else's life. The type of woman that you really like needs to eat. Okay. She needs somewhere to live. She ain't real, what's going on, Legendary Topcast? but just make sure that you have the ability to be of some benefit to somebody. And when you are of benefit to somebody, make sure you offer that to somebody that you want to be a benefit to, and not somebody that you don't want. That shit never made any sense to me. Why you would want to get with chicks that you don't want? Just for the hell of counting her as a number? You know what I mean? Just for the sake of, whatever. That shit just don't make, that never made any sense to me, man. Must have misread Canelo Wilder and relationships. Okay, bye. Yeah, bye. You did misread. You just showed up late. Yeah, I am talking about boxing all these follows, God. I am. Get out. Goodbye. Hey, it was nice meeting you, though. Fuck up out of here, man. I don't work for you. Hey, what's going on? Dre's Finest said, what up? What up, magnificent Don Juan Fernand? Salute to you as well, man. Yeah, exactly. Tyndale said, make sure women can benefit you too. Yeah, absolutely. Like chicken heads, but see, that should be in your definition of what a dime is. Okay? It's not all about the looks. That's why I say Louisiana is just so good. Because most of these women are they are responsible people. They're getting a degree, they're working. They are not, they're not super materialistic. They want nice things, but they're not, they're basic country women. Throughout the majority of Louisiana, they're country women. And they all know they're bad. So it ain't like you're going to convince them. Like they know what the deal is, but it's not like they're not urban. You know what I mean? But anyway, you got to get what you want, man. We did go off the point a little bit too. But yeah, make sure they have something to offer you. Absolutely. Fighting Quad said, I love a good smelling chick, but don't hate on a light hint of pheromone. I said, Legendary said, I want to be like Mike, looking ass turned up. You're funny, man. Dark Truth questioner, 10s born like Wilder's power, or 8s and 9 improve, or will it create a 10? No, they're God, that's a good question. Physically, they're born. If you just talking about some crazy beauty, they're just born that way. They're born in that regard. You can't, the broad is what she is. You just, you can't. Nah, but you can get you can turn a 6 can jump. I'll put it this way. All right, I had a trainer. My daughter had a trainer, and she talked about athletes. He said, look, you can have a C athlete is always going to be a C athlete. But they can be moved from a C- to a C+. A B athlete is always going to be a B athlete, but they can be a B-. They can move from a B- to a B+. You can do the same thing. An A athlete can be an A- athlete, but an A+ athlete, right? So, like, what's the guy's name? An A athlete is clearly like Michael Jordan's an A athlete, and LeBron James is an A+ athlete, but so is Stevie Francis. Stevie Francis, he had to be born with that type of athleticism for that type of potential. He had to be born with that type of potential. But whether or not he maximizes it is up to him. I think the same thing applies to dime piece chicks. Like, she just decides to, she could just wait. Like, for example, the woman's name who used to date Floyd Mayweather, now dates Nelly? Physically, that chick is a dime. Physically. But in my opinion, she ain't I would put her at A- because she gets there physically. Mentally, nah. Yeah, Miss Jackson. So, like, physically, 100% dime piece. Like, she'd have to do some crazy type of shit not to be physically attractive. But I put her at the A- because of her mentality. I just listen to her talk for a little while and be like, you're not going to add anything of benefit to my life. You're going to cost me a lot of money. if you have a kid, if I have a kid with you, you're going to add a lot of stress. No, thank you. I would pass on her. Me. And I'm talking me. I would pass on. I would say pass. I would rather have somebody that was a B plus. I would rather have a B that got all the way to a B plus because she had sense and because she's taking care of her business. She's got sense. She's somebody that you could have a relationship with, that you could actually be friends with and grow together. She ain't a fucking parasite. You know what I'm saying? So, there's some wiggle room in this shit. But on the other hand, you got people like, damn, who would be like, man, I know I can think of this person. Man, there's a perfect example of this. Camille Cosby, like Bill Cosby's wife. Bill Cosby's wife at a certain point in time, I guarantee that chick was, or Denzel Washington's wife. Two examples. Denzel Washington's wife and Bill Cosby's wife. When she was young, Denzel Washington's wife was a dime. Straight up. That's black beauty right there. Camille Cosby, different end of the spectrum, beautiful. Both of them stayed with their husbands, raised their children, added significant amounts of value to their lives. So they had what you call the top-notch dime pieces. Those two dudes, Bill Cosby and Denzel Washington. He said Ray J's wife, Princess, is I haven't seen his wife. Yeah, MC Lyte was straight. I liked her attitude. But you get my point. So that's the answer to that. We ain't talking about dang near no boxing. Dre's fine. If you don't have game this late in life, you short. Yeah, pretty much. What's going on, Narco Champion TV, El Bruto? Shit, my stream lag. Okay, y'all behind. Yeah, MC Lyte's real pretty chick. I like the Brat too. If I was West Side, I would get with the Brat. If I was like West Side Chicago, but I gotta play within my own. I gotta play within my own sphere, and I ain't West Side, so the Brat's out of my league. But the Brat seems like hey, she ain't bad. Say Fanon, say not beneficial, it's artificial. You got that shit right. If it ain't beneficial, that shit's artificial. Fuck out of here with that shit. No. Said the Brat's face is understated pretty. Yeah, she's an attractive woman, without a doubt. Yeah, her sister is bad too, Lisa Ray. But again, too much drama. And I couldn't handle. See, you got to know what you can handle too. I couldn't handle that. She said she a little too West Side for me, dude. That won't float right. You know what I mean? That won't float right with me. Yeah, she definitely a drama queen. Yep, don't ignore red flags. Hell no. And also, I don't ever date anybody that got a boyfriend. That's some other stupid shit people do. Like, no. Unencumbered. Chick got to be unencumbered. Eve or the Brat? Oh, Eve. Kidding me? Dog, I had a thing for Eve, homie. I had a thing for Eve. And Eve is straight underrated. Way underrated, dude. Way underrated. She basic. I like it, though. I like that. I like that in Vivica Fox. That and Vivica Fox. What's going on, Viva Tu Vida? Oh, Eve don't do nothing for you? Hey, I liked Eve. I got no problem. My older brother used to love the lady on the original Star Trek. Yeah, she's a pretty lady too. You said we sound like the skit from the Ghost Player. Hey, yeah, talking about women. Yeah, man, that's cool, man. You ain't got to talk about boxing all the time, man. Daryl Alexander said, will it be considered a duck if the winner of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder chooses to relinquish the title and facing? Oh, you mean of Andy Ruiz? Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz too chooses to relinquish the title instead of facing Wilder. Well, they won't have to relinquish the title instead of Nicole Murphy. No, hell no. That's definitely money grubber right there. Seems like really good personality. She's full-fledged money She's super duper money grubber, but better than but better than the other chick. Durrell, yeah. Well, first he wouldn't have to relinquish it because they're not going to force him to fight the WBC champion. You know what I mean? It's just it'd be a duck if they don't fight him next because they can keep all the belts and fight him. Because nobody's going to strip Anthony Joshua of his belt if his next fight was a unification, undisputed fight against Deontay Wilder. I think that would be unheard of for them to strip a champion because he fought another champion. I've never heard that. The closest thing that I've heard to somebody stripping somebody for that is if, like, when Gennady Golovkin got stripped because he fought Canelo Alvarez, but then he didn't after that fight is mandatory. So the IBF is the one of all the people that would strip the winner. It would be the IBF, but the IBF's not going to strip him if he fights Deontay Wilder. They would only strip him if he fought Deontay Wilder. It was a draw and or won, and then he didn't immediately fight the mandatory that they had on deck. You know what I mean? So that's my sorry. I mean, I hope that was a clear answer to your question. Oh, Luis. Oh, if Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, 2 instead of I think you would have to have both names turned up, man. I'm reading Topcast. Oh, by the way, subscribe to Topcast, man. That dude has great, absolutely hilarious content. My mom always warned me about the girls. Most of the girls I dated. Yeah, you should listen to your mother too. They got a good sense of women, just like you have a good sense of a dude. You know, which is why, man, I don't even understand why Shakur Stevenson would date somebody whose parents didn't want. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. You know. For now, this conversation shows how little anyone cares about the Kovalev matchup. It sucks. Don't nobody care about that shit. I've been doing videos about the shit because, man, I'm trying to do boxing videos. And, like, let me tell you what fights people don't care about, dude. People do not care about Vasily Lomachenko. They do not really care about Kovalev. They don't care about Canelo Alvarez. They really don't care about Tyson Fury. But I like boxing, so I want to talk about boxing. But they care about American fight fans care about American fighters. Damn. They care about American fighters. These dudes are not American fighters. And it's just like, man, one of the problems, so Alex Martinez, here's the thing. These are fights that are taking place in the United States of America. If you do not promote fighters that are from the United States of America in the United States of America, it's going to suffer. It's going to suffer. If you don't promote, in the UK, if all they did in the UK was continually promote German fighters, the people from the UK would have a harder time getting behind fighters from Germany. It just fucking makes sense. They don't want to promote American fighters. They promote Vasily Lomachenko, Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, Arthur Beterbiev, Wojciech. Now they're going to try with Monster Inouye. Dude, come on, man. This is America. This is America. You know that song? This is America. It's America. Why won't you Povetkin? They try to bring Joshua over here. They trying all these ways to work around. They can't, that they will not promote American fighters. And then you have people, when you talk about American fighters, then they say, oh, you're a racist because the only thing you like is all you talk about is black fighters. No, I'm talking about American fighters. It just so happens that the American fighters are black. Fuck. Okay? Come on. The same thing would apply in basketball. If all you did was have non-American basketball players, American basketball players who aren't from the American fans, who aren't from the same city as him, who didn't see him play high school ball, who didn't watch him play college ball, whose cousins don't know him, these guys wouldn't watch them either. Jesus, will you promote some American fighters? The reason that Fox is killing these guys in his viewership is because they're American fighters. But you racist fuckers will not even see that the black fighters are American fighters. They're American. You call them black fighters. They're American fighters. Errol Spence is an American fighter. Deontay Wilder's an American fighter. These guys are Sean Porter, American fighter. Terrence Crawford, American fighter. Gervonta Davis is an American fighter. Mikey Garcia, American fighter. Caleb Plant, American fighter. Benavidez, American fighter. These are American fighters. I'll promote them. But if you stand up and promote American fighters, you're called a racist by Americans. This shit just blows my mind, man. Because that's the name of my channel. Is American. It's Fanon International Boxing. And they always say you don't cover anything but black. You don't cover anything but black fighters. You don't cover international fighters. I'm like, really? Canelo Alvarez is Mexican. I covered his fight. Josh Taylor is from the UK. Gennady Golovkin is from Russia, is from Kazakhstan. Tyson Fury is from the UK. Anthony Joshua's from the UK. These guys, these are a bunch of international fights being made. But ESPN will not feature an American fighter. They've got 3 big fighters over there at ESPN. 3 big fighters over the ESPN. The 2 that they promote most are from Eastern Europe, Eastern and Western Europe. A guy from the UK, and another guy from the Ukraine. What fucking sense does that make? What sense does that make? But see what the undercurrent of it is they see American fighters as black fighters. They don't see us as American fighters. They see our fighters as black fighters. They don't see them as American fighters. That's the deal. But over there in the UK, they will not even fucking televise a fight without a UK fighter in it. They don't care. They don't care. They don't say that Anthony Joshua is a black fighter. They say he's a British. He's a fighting for the UK. And they will not match. When is the last time you saw any major fight in the UK that did not include a UK fighter? Please tell me. Every one of them have a UK fighter in it. And their fan support for their fighters for their fights are way higher than the United States, who regularly ignore their own country. They ignore their own country to promote fighters that have no connection whatsoever to the country that they're fighting in. It's ridiculous. And all of these fighters, all of these big-time money fighters that they're talking about, these guys are all American. They're all American. All of them. All of the big major pay-per-view fights involve an American. All of them. Some you can say most of them include black Americans. We make that argument a lot. But if you look at it's Oscar De La Hoya is American. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is American. Mike Tyson is American. Holyfield is American. Lennox Lewis was UK. His big fights were against Americans. But they will not promote Americans to save their life. Even Ring Magazine will not cut an American fighter a fair deal to save their life. They will not cut an American fighter a deal to save their life. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They go out of their way for foreign fighters in America. I'm good. I'm doing well, Trignoti. I'm chilling. Am I missing? But see, here's the rub. This is the thing. They don't see it as American fighters. They don't see Terrence Crawford as an American fighter. They see him as a black fighter. They don't see Errol Spence Jr. as an American fighter. They see him as a black fighter. And that's rich in the culture of the United States of America, where we were second-class citizens or actually not actual citizens of the United States of America for over half of its existence, only becoming full citizens in 1965 with the passage of the Voting Rights Act. And to this day, not considered American fighters. Bob Arum will not promote American fighters. Ivan Garcia, Fanon, I find it very amusing how Ryan Garcia said that he won't get no credit for fighting young, hungry boxer Romero and not an old at the end of his career veteran boxer, which is buddy Canelo Alvarez is fighting. But they just gonna keep propping up Canelo no matter what Canelo does. Much love in that super chat. Much love to my man Jeff, the producer of the super chat, man. And Ivan Garcia, man, thanks so much for holding the channel down. You've been a big supporter of the channel over the last couple weeks, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do. And you way overdue for your moderator. Way overdue for your moderator. Welcome to the Wrench Gang, Ivan. According to the results, Loma will be the undisputed champion. Oh, let me see. Styles 6-6. According to the rules, Loma will be the undisputed champion if he beats. No, he will not. What are you talking about, Stan L. Styles? No, he won't. He can't be the undisputed champion. What do you mean? No way. First of all, there's no rules for undisputed. What rule? Who dictates the rules? There's no governing body that oversees all of the sanctioning bodies. They're all separate and distinct organizations. So first of all, you can't even be referring to a rule. However, no, he cannot be undisputed. And here's why. Because if Richard Comey beats him, Richard Comey will not be the undisputed champion. In order for the undisputed championship to be on the line, both fighters have to be able to win it. And that's not the case with Vasyl Lomachenko. Hey, no worry, man. Thank you so much for your support, man. He can't be. And this is why it can't be. Because the franchise belt cannot be transferred from one fighter to another. It cannot be. You cannot win the franchise championship in the ring. You have to be given it. So it cannot be on the line in a fight. And you can't be undisputed if the other guy can't win it. Because he can dispute it. Right? However, if Richard Comey, the winner of Richard Comey and Teofimo Lopez fought Devin Haney, all four of the major belts will be with the winner of that fight. Doesn't work. So no. First of all, there are no rules because there's no organization that oversees all four. And number two, you cannot win the franchise belt in a fight. Nobody has ever won the franchise Nobody's ever won a franchise belt during a fight. Oh, Fanon, I vouch for Macedon 1. Good man. I know Macedon 1's good. What happened to Macedon 1? I know Macedon 1's a good dude. Is there an issue with Macedon 1? Macedon 1's here almost every day. Is there an issue with Macedon 1 that I don't know about? I know Macedon 1 is cool. Yeah, you got to beat Haney for that. Yeah, I know Macedon, man. I know Macedon 1 is good. See Macedon 1 all the time. So yeah, man. So please, no, it's not an issue. Lomachenko gave up the right to be, he gave up the right to be undisputed. He can't be undisputed. Not unless he beats Devin Haney. What's going on, B&B? That's just how that works. Macedon, where's Macedon 1? Is he in the when I'm saying is there an issue with Macedon 1? I'm wondering why. I'm just wondering why why it's being brought up. Did he get put on timeout and I don't see it or something? Macadon 1, right? This is America, Jack. Yep. Okay, I see Macadon 1. Hold on, man. Let me get. All right, I'm not handing out a lot of moderators, but Macadon 1 has been wrenched up. Just make sure we keep it straight. All right, Macadon 1, you've been wrenched up. I don't know what made all that go on. I don't get the source of it, but there is no WBC. You don't know, man. Get out of here. What WBC rules? What rule are you talking about in the WBC rule book? There's no rule in the WBC rule book about undisputed championship. There isn't one. I know WBC rules. I've read them multiple times. Don't make shit up, dude. Okay, that's not anything that would even be in the rule book. Okay, that's nothing. There's nothing even in there there's nothing about that would be in the rule book. You cannot win the franchise title in a boxing match. So if you say that means that the only person that can be the undisputed champion is the WBC champion. That's what you're telling me. If Vasyl Lomachenko can be the undisputed champion, that means he's the only person that can be the undisputed champion in a weight class in lightweight because the WBC ruled it. How was that? Right? Doesn't that make sense? He's the only one that has a WBA franchise belt. And nobody can win it. So if the undisputed title is the WBA Super, the IBF and the WBO and the WBC franchise, that means that only Lomachenko can be an undisputed champion at lightweight. He's the only one. Because he's the only one that can have the franchise championship. And if he loses, the person he loses to doesn't become undisputed. Right? Because he doesn't win the franchise championship. Just know, dude, it doesn't work. You cannot be undisputed with the franchise championship. 3 WBC champs at lightweight. Yeah, I mean, there's only one guy that's the champion, though. It's it's Devin Haney. It's Devin Haney. It's the same thing with the champion emeritus. There's a champion emeritus. And I think the WBC lightweight champion emeritus is Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is the champion emeritus. You have the franchise champion Lomachenko, and you've got the champion Devin Haney. It's just a cluster. It's crazy how bad this shit is. Seriously, it's terrible. Jimmy Bernard, hey, Fanon, can a fighter step down as a franchise tag and go back to the regular belt? No, he cannot. Because they would have to strip the WBC. Devin Haney would have to be stripped of his title if Vasyl Lomachenko stepped down from the franchise champion. No, they would have to strip him. And his reason would be, Devin Lomachenko wants his belt back. You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so WBC made him emeritus. So it's just no. The only person that can be, Lomachenko cannot be the undisputed champion unless he beats Devin Haney. And that's just what it is. He said, if that were true, there would be no sense in fighting for the WBC belt. Yeah, it wouldn't. Because they could just take it away from you and hand it to somebody else all willy-nilly, which I wouldn't put past these guys. I wouldn't put past somebody to try that. I really wouldn't. Trick Notes said, we get timed out or blocked for having an opinion. These guys get kicked out for starting crap with you and afraid to face you man-to-man on the phone. They don't deserve a wrench. What are you talking about? The Trick Notes, be specific. I can't guess about who you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about. And then I will handle the situation. I mean, be specific. Ness asked the question, and Solomon said Lomachenko can win it. No, he can't. It ain't up to Suleiman. It ain't up to Mauricio Suleiman. It's not his rules. Now you're saying Suleiman said it. Before you said it was in his rules. I don't care what Mauricio Suleiman says. He can't win it because he cannot be undisputed. Because the guy that fights him can't win it. How can Lomachenko go into a fight for undisputed, but he's the only one that gets to win it? How does that work? Oh, this is for the undisputed championship, kind of. Well, Lomachenko's fighting for undisputed. The other guy's not. How the hell does that shit work? But see, that's the type of logic you guys use. You don't care anyway. You guys just don't care about, you don't care. You just want some shit to be the way that you want it to be. A guy loses a fight, but you just say, fuck it, he won it anyway. You know, a guy is a lineal champion because you guys just say he's the lineal champion. You know what I mean? He's the face of boxing just because just as he is. Fanon, you telling me that AJ beats Ruiz, he might get a franchise belt? No, he can't because he won't get a franchise belt. He has to, I don't know, he could if the WBC just decides to give it to him. Yeah, Turtle Boxing Talk, yeah, much love to say it's non-transferable. Absolutely, you can't win it. You cannot win it, so he cannot be undisputed. And I doubt that, and I didn't see the interview, but if Mauricio Suleiman said that, I doubt he thought about it for more than 5 seconds before he said it. Okay, you can't do it. Because two people, in order for it to be on a belt to be on the line, whoever wins is supposed to walk out with it. Whoever wins walks out with everything. All it happens is it just disappears. You can't, I think he can lose it, Trill. He can lose it. I just think what happens when he loses it is that the winner of the fight becomes, if I recall the rule correctly, and I have to check again, but I think he can lose it, but the person that beats him doesn't win it. The person that beats him becomes the interim champion. I believe that's how that works. I have to look at it. I might be wrong. So, just don't take what I say as gold. But I think how it works is, if I recall the rule correctly, the winner, the franchise belt, if the franchise champion loses, then the winner of that becomes the interim champion and has the right to fight the regular champion. If they retire, if the franchise champion retires, he immediately is eligible to become champion emeritus and fight for the regular WBC champion, the official WBC champion, whenever he wants to. Similar to how if Mikey Garcia wants to come back and fight for the WBC title, he can get an immediate shot at Devin Haney. It's a mess. Just like L Fight Player says. It's a mess. But I do think that he can lose it, but he just can't give it. It doesn't transfer. Because there's a difference between transferable. Transferable means I can give this to you, right? But if it dissolves, right? If it dissolves, you didn't transfer it just dissolved, right? Does that make sense? At least that was my understanding of when I read it. Not transferable means it shifts from one to another, but in the case where he loses, it just dissolves. Yeah, we need one belt, man. But there's a whole story behind why there isn't just one belt, Anyway, hey man, I appreciate everybody. Oh shit, there was something attached. All right, yeah, I got to get back to work. I just got a message from work. Let me hit y'all back, man. Make sure you go over to KQKC Boxing, who I'm sure if he's not already on, he's coming next. Man, thank you to everybody for the support of the channel over this week. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Come to the... What the fuck is a franchise belt and what weight does it hold in boxing? None. Just holds the WBC's belt. Legendary Top Cats. That sound like Keith Thurman, but no franchise belt. Hell yeah. Exactly. That's what Keith Thurman, he got elevated to. I think he still might be the emeritus, the WBC emeritus. I think he still might be the WBC emeritus or something over there. It's crazy. Anyway, it is what it is. Much love to everybody in the super chat, everybody in the live stream. Hey, man, definitely check out the videos you're dropping them today and go out and check out my man KQKC Boxing coming up next. Peace.